All right, and I'm on. Wait, spaghetti. Okay, I'm gonna put. Yo, why the hell is this guy actually kind of like full on dying right now? That's pretty sad. What does this say? Mines? Potato farm. Okay. Dude, bro, why does Mooney actually done really well? Wait. Dude, that's sick. Little holes. Oh my god. Well, I think I found one. Copper nuggets, snowballs. Copper nuggets exist? Since when? I'm like full on like. Stop so people can continue mining. Wait. Yo, bro, honestly though, Mooney kind of cooks. Mooney. I like my Mooney. Wait, real quick, yeah? Wait, yo, actually, kind of like cooking with the. Wait, no. My loot. My OP loot. My OP loot just died. Dude. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. My loot. What the hell just got destroyed? What just got destroyed? Why is there so many? Real quick. Bro, my boots got destroyed. The boots! Oh, actually, to be honest though, I ain't really worrying. Yeah, okay, well, I am worrying because, real quick, let me get a creeper. Where the hell did my loot go? There we are. Okay, yep, creeper, come here real quick. Yeah, okay, well, let me put it all into one big pile, actually. And then get a creeper to blow it up, because that will be yes. Please say no. A freaking Enderman killed it. Why did an Enderman kill me? Enderman. Yes, come on. Well, I mean, like, most of it got broken, and I could just... I'll put this as extra loot in the chest. Whoever finds this is going to be extremely lucky. Actually, I'm going to put one of these in a chest because... Dude, this is going to be overpowered for whoever finds it, though. I'm going to put this in here. Then I'll need a good chest. Where the hell is a good chest? Right. So, here's another chest. So, I'll place a wind... oh my god, dude, this is going to be so OP. And one of these, and then... Okay. Now, where the hell was the last one, dude? Real quick, yeah, where was the last one at? Where's the last one at? I know it's somewhere. Hold on. How the hell do I... How do I go to, like... How do I switch? How do I switch? Oh... I know it's something, man. When does L get set up? That gets set up. I just did windproof. Right, hold on. Slash game mode. But how the hell are you meant to do this? Okay, I don't know. Slash game mode. Right. Another right sword. And a whole load more rockets. Like, by a whole load, I mean a lot more rockets. And, bro, when you teleport back, you spawn in. Nice, dude. Like what he's done with it. This is W. W spawn, bro. W spawn. Bro, Mooney's like a W builder. Look at this, bro. All of this is built by him. Or him or her. I don't actually know whether they're female or male. Please replant plants. Yes, that would be very useful if they did. They probably won't. I'll probably have to come back on it at some point. What the hell? Hold on. I need to get up, YouTube. I need to get up. Get up. Get up. I'm really sad. I got nobody. Okay.
In this video, you'll learn how to get Ewont. This gives us a netherite sword. Then add levels, and add the enchantment you want. This gives us a netherite sword with sharpness 255. Can now one-shot the Wither. Before 1.20.5, we were able to add the same enchantment to add more enchantments to our Ewont. This gives us a command to add more enchantments to Ewont. This gives us a netherite sword with sharpness 255. If we want to add more enchantments to our item, we can just keep Ewont. This gives us a netherite sword with sharpness 255. If we want to add more enchantments,
Well, the old one should work. Anyways, now I need to go quickly fix a little creeper explosion because an annoying creeper decided it would be a good idea to come over and oh god, oh no, why? Why? Okay, that looks better. We need to go down here and grab these. Right. First of all, patch that up. I'll get more water for that in a second. I just need less water in the way. Right. Ah, mate, what the hell does that have to happen, bro? I need an oak door, which is also annoying, except for the fact that I can just do this. Right. I'm rebuilding because apparently a creep has to be annoying. Okay, you can tell that this whole shouldn't even be it, but you know, you can tell that this should be like this. That's maybe like a cracked, yeah. And then also do a cracked piece there. Yeah. Yeah, that looks about right. And then maybe, oh wait, hold on, is these meant to be here? Like this? Or is it these not meant to be here? These are definitely meant to be here, yeah. Yeah, that looks like it should be right. Okay. Water bucket. Okay. Oh, mate. I hate it. Okay.
Choose your add the enchantments tab, then add levels, and add the enchantment you want. This gives us a netherite sword with sharpness 255. If we Did you know that Minecraft changed almost all the commands? Well, the new command to give high level enchant is this one right here. /give at a or your player name, and then you type in your item of choice with two brackets, and inside those two brackets type enchants equal, and then put two squiggly brackets, and inside type levels, put a column, two squiggly brackets again, and inside write the enchant you want, which in this case for me will be density, and put the level you want. This can range from 0 up to 255. Like and subscribe. How to get illegal enchantments. First, type in the item that you want to enchant. Then follow this string of text, and then boom, you have an illegal enchanted item. How to get illegal enchantments. First, type in the item that you want to enchant. Then follow this string of text. First, type in the item that you want to enchant. Then follow this string. commands. First, type in the item that you want to enchant. Then follow this. Enchant. Then follow this. The item that you want to enchant. Then follow this. Commands. First, type in the item that you want to enchant. Then.
Wait, what's the difference between a piglin and a piglin brute? Piglin brute? Piglin. Why the hell is it a baby? Right, now I'm gonna make an army. Okay. Now we're the max. So if I push a sheep in, push a sheep in, push a sheep in, push a f***ing sheep in, how the hell? What to do, do. Dice new. Well, not new, but I mean like different. It looks different. It looks like it's built different, not gonna lie. The fact that nobody's actually watching my stream. I wonder where Mooney is. Alexa, stop. Liar.
Let's check out what max level enchantments do. Sharpness is cool, but it doesn't deal that much damage. For more damage, we can use power instead. This isn't a teleport. I'm going to show you how to get this sword in the next 30 seconds. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to go over here, place down our command block, /if that be netherite sword. Whatever sword that you want, go in here, go into enchantments. We're going to close those brackets, we're going to go levels, go in, and we're going to put sharpness 255. Close this, place a button on it, activate it, and there's your sword. Did you know a crossbow can shoot hundreds of arrows at once? With the multi-shot enchantment, a crossbow normally fires 3 arrows, but with level 2 multi-shot, you get 5 arrows. And guess what? You can crank that up
some next level stuff. Unfortunately, you can't get this crossbow in survival mode, but I've dropped the command for it in the comments. Did you? You know a crossbow can shoot hundreds of.
With the enchant command, we can't bypass the level cap. If we use the give command instead, we can get level 255 enchantments. Let's check out what max level enchantment.
I'm initiating it this sword in the next.
All what you have to do to get this sword is to write this command. Then you click enter and now you know. How can you get them?
So today I'm going to show you guys all the max level tools in Minecraft. Look how insane these levels are. Look how insane the enchantments are, guys. Look over the whole screen. Go to the secret commands. If you don't know these secret commands, you're not a real Minecrafter. The last one is impossible to do. Max out your enchantments. If you want to get the max level enchantments of the item you're holding, just type this command. Just type it. Command. Now every current enchantment is level 255. Get every enchantment you need to make your items there. Just enter this command. This command. This command. Can't build on an item. To make your items this crazy looking.
off that left on down. Have fun with this next little
Did you know that by using Command 0, you give yourself a diamond pickaxe and kit with an efficiency 10,000? And this thing is absolutely
There are 128 strongholds per world now, but there used to be only 3. I only make one night with you, though.
Y'all wanted God armor? I'll give you God armor. God helmet. You need netherite helmet, protection 4, thorns 3, respiration 3, aqua affinity, unbreaking 3, and mending. God chestplate. You'll need a netherite chestplate, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. God leggings. You'll need netherite leggings, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. And on God boots, you'll need netherite boots, protection 4, thorns 3, soul speed 3, feather falling 4, depth strider 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. You can also interchange depth strider with frostwalker if you like. You just can't combine them, and I prefer depth strider. Y'all wanted God armor? I'll give you God armor. God helmet. You need netherite helmet, protection 4, thorns 3, respiration 3, aqua affinity, unbreaking 3, and mending. God chestplate. You'll need a netherite chestplate, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. God leggings. You'll need netherite leggings, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. And on God boots, you'll need netherite boots, protection 4, thorns 3, soul speed 3, feather falling 4, depth strider 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. You can also interchange depth strider with frostwalker if you like. You just can't combine them, and I prefer depth strider. Y'all wanted God armor? I'll give you God armor. God helmet. You need netherite helmet, protection 4, thorns 3, respiration 3, aqua affinity, unbreaking 3, and mending. God chestplate. You'll need a netherite chestplate, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. God leggings. You'll need netherite leggings, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. And on boots, you'll need netherite boots, protection 4, thorns 3, soul speed 3, feather falling 4, depth strider 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. You can also interchange depth strider with frostwalker if you like. You just can't combine them, and I prefer depth strider. Y'all wanted God armor? I'll give you God armor. God helmet. You need netherite helmet, protection 4, thorns 3, respiration 3, aqua affinity, unbreaking 3, and mending. God chestplate. You'll need a netherite chestplate, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. God leggings. You'll need netherite leggings, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. And on God boots, you'll need netherite boots, protection 4, thorns 3, soul speed 3, feather falling 4, depth strider 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. You can also interchange depth strider with frostwalker if you like. You just can't combine them, and I prefer depth strider. Y'all wanted God armor? I'll give you God armor. God helmet. You need netherite helmet, protection 4, thorns 3, respiration 3, aqua affinity, unbreaking 3, and mending. God chestplate. You'll need a netherite chestplate, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. God leggings. You'll need netherite leggings, protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. And on God boots, you'll need netherite boots, protection 4, thorns 3, soul speed 3, feather falling 4, depth strider 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. You can also interchange depth strider with frostwalker if you like. You just can't combine them, and I prefer depth strider. Y'all want God armor? I'll give you God armor. God helmet. You need netherite helmet, protection 4, thorns 3, respiration 3, aqua affinity, unbreaking 3, and mending.
I'm gonna be honest, is anyone else really sick and tired?
That's all I was doing.
Should I get told to sit? Should I not get told to sit? I had 2. My parents only allowed me for 1. And I'm looking at my husband's like, how could you, So, I went, I was out on the boat, and I called them back and then, you know Jon Snow from Game of Thrones? Yeah. He has that northern English accent. He's like, Jon Snow. Do you want to see my Zach version? Yeah, let's see this. Right, okay, just real quick. Okay, it's a lot of this, ready? standing there watching this guy eat the only remaining slice of pizza that was supposed to feed all of us. Pizza that I bought with my own money for my own birthday. Dude, said Mike from the loading dock, that was for everyone. It was his birthday. Dennis looked around the room, finally seeming to realize people were upset. Look, if you wanted some, you should have been faster. That's just how it works. He finished his slice and tossed the napkin in the trash. Besides, most of you could probably skip a meal anyway. That last comment really set people off. You guys started stepping forward, looking ready to have words with Dennis. I had to wave them back because I didn't want anyone getting fired over securing it in my car. Could own with his thinking. Like he created this whole story in his head where he was the hero for stealing everyone's lunch. Word spread fast around the warehouse. By the end of the day, everyone knew about the pizza. People started calling Dennis Pizza Bandit behind his back. He didn't seem to care though. If anything, he acted like we were all being dramatic. Next day, Dennis showed up with a cooler bag. During lunch, he sat in his car again, eating what looked like leftover pizza. But Jessica noticed something else in his front seat, an open beer can just sitting in the cup holder. She mentioned it to our supervisor, who went out to check. Sure enough, Dennis was drinking on company property. When confronted, he claimed it was from the night before and he forgot to throw it away. But the can was still cold and half full. That was the final straw. HR got involved, ran a background check they probably should have done earlier, and found out Dennis had been fired from his last 2 jobs for similar stuff, taking things that weren't his, making up excuses, drinking at work. They let him go that Friday. His last day, he had the nerve to ask if anyone wanted to grab lunch together. Everyone just stared at him until he got the hint and left. For about 3 weeks. Real quiet dude, kept to himself mostly. I figured maybe there was some misunderstanding, but then Dennis walked back into the break room, casual as anything, holding one lukewarm slice on a paper napkin. He walked right up to me and said, "Hey man, you really shouldn't leave food sitting around like that. Anyone could just take it." I stared at him, thinking he had to be joking, but his face was completely serious. No smile, no laugh. He actually believed what he was saying. "You took all the pizza?" I asked, still trying to process what happened. Dennis shrugged like it was no big deal. "Well, yeah, I was hungry. Skipped breakfast this morning." He took a bite of his slice right in front of everyone. "Thanks though, pretty decent pizza." The whole break room went dead silent. 12 people standing there watching this guy eat the only remaining slice of pizza that was supposed to feed all of us. Pizza that I bought with my own money for my own birthday. "Dude," said Mike from the loading dock, "that was for everyone. It was his birthday." Dennis looked around the room, finally seeming to realize people were upset. "Look, if you wanted some, you should have been faster. That's just how it works." He finished his slice and tossed the napkin in the trash. Besides, most of you could probably skip a meal anyway. That last comment really set people off. You guys started stepping forward, looking ready to have words with Dennis. I had to wave them back because I didn't want anyone getting fired over pizza, but Dennis wasn't done. Honestly, leaving food unattended in a workplace is just asking for trouble. I did you a favor by securing it in my car. Could have gone bad sitting out here. You put it in your car?